Are you prepared for a crisis? It's a question we don't ask ourselves nearly enough. Today, we're going to change that. We're diving into a topic that's of paramount importance for everyone. The 22 items you should be stockpiling right now. These aren't your everyday items. These are the lifesavers, the game changers, the things that could mean the difference between thriving and merely surviving when faced with a crisis. So without further ado, let's dive right into the first item on our list. First on our list is water filtration systems. In a crisis, clean water is as precious as gold, and it's not always readily available. Having a portable water filter or purification tablets on hand can mean the difference between life and death. These devices are designed to remove harmful bacteria and viruses from water, allowing you to safely consume it without fear of illness. Moving on to non-perishable food. Stockpiling food that can last for extended periods is a smart move for any prepper. Items like rice, beans, canned goods, and dried fruits don't spoil easily and can provide much-needed sustenance during a crisis. Remember, when food shortages hit, these staples can become your lifeline. Next, we have first aid supplies. When medical help is unavailable, a well-stocked first aid kit is not just an option. It's a necessity. From bandages and antiseptics to over-the-counter pain relievers, these items can be instrumental in treating injuries and preventing infections. So make sure your kit is comprehensive and up to date. Fourth on the list is prescription medications. If you or a loved one relies on prescription medication, it's crucial to ensure a consistent supply. Remember, in a crisis, pharmacies may not be accessible or stocked, making your stash of essential medications invaluable. Last but not least for this segment, we have hygiene supplies. In times of crisis, maintaining personal hygiene is not just about comfort, it's about health. So stock up on soap, toothpaste, toilet paper, and other essentials. Keeping clean can prevent diseases and infections, making these items a crucial part of any prepper's stockpile. Remember, these items are not just for convenience, they can be lifesavers. Each has a specific purpose, and in the face of a crisis, they can become absolutely priceless. As we delve deeper into our list in the upcoming segments, you'll find that preparedness is about more than just surviving. It's about thriving, no matter what the world throws at you. Moving on to our sixth item, the manual can opener. This humble tool might not seem like much now, but when the power grid fails and you're faced with a pantry full of canned goods, this little gadget becomes a lifesaver. No electricity needed, just good old-fashioned elbow grease. Now let's shed some light on the seventh item, flashlights and batteries. Darkness can be a friend or foe depending on your situation. When the lights go out, a reliable flashlight powered by long-lasting batteries can turn the tables in your favor. It's not just about seeing in the dark. It's about signaling for help, spotting potential threats, and maintaining a sense of normalcy when the world around you is anything but. Next on our list, blankets and sleeping bags. The importance of staying warm and getting a good night's sleep cannot be overstated. When heating systems fail, a good blanket or sleeping bag can make the difference between a restful night and a restless one. Remember, cold nights can be as deadly as any disaster. Coming up at number 9, we have the portable stove and fuel. Hot meals are not just a luxury, they're a necessity. A portable stove allows you to cook meals, boil water, and even provide some warmth. But don't forget the fuel. Without it, your stove is just a paperweight. Finally, rounding out our top 10, communication devices. When normal channels of communication are disrupted, emergency radios and walkie-talkies can be your lifeline to the outside world. They allow you to receive updates, call for help, or simply stay connected when isolation threatens to take its toll. These items are fundamental in maintaining your safety and comfort. They may not seem like much now, but in the face of a crisis, their value becomes immeasurable. So, keep these in mind as you continue on your prepping journey. Now, let's talk about bartering items. As we move further down our list, we come to something that's often overlooked in the prepping process: bartering items. You see, in a crisis, currency may lose its value, and people will revert to trading goods for goods. Small denominations of cash, precious metals, or tradable commodities like alcohol and cigarettes can be extremely valuable in these situations. It's a good idea to have a stash of these items you'd be willing to part with. Next up, we have duct tape and zip ties. These might seem like odd choices, but their versatility makes them indispensable for any prepper. From makeshift repairs to quick constructions, these items can be your go-to tools when you need to fix or build something in a pinch. Plus, they're lightweight and easy to store, making them a no-brainer for your stockpile. Now, let's talk about candles and lanterns. While flashlights and batteries can provide you with a reliable source of light, they eventually run out. Candles and lanterns, on the other hand, can outlast batteries and provide a comforting, ambient light. Remember, it's all about having options and backups in a crisis. Moving on to clothing and footwear. It's important to have durable, weather-appropriate clothing and footwear in your stockpile. These items will not only protect you from the elements, but also allow you to navigate through various terrains comfortably. Sturdy shoes and multi-layered clothing can make all the difference when you're out in the wild or working around your shelter. Last for this segment, but certainly not least, are seeds for cultivating food. When your non-perishable food supplies start to dwindle, the ability to grow your own food becomes priceless. Having a variety of vegetable and fruit seeds can help ensure a continuous supply of nourishment, making you more self-sufficient in the long run. These items are essential for both short-term and long-term survival. So, remember to consider these when building your stockpile. After all, being prepared is all about anticipating every possible scenario. Next up, fuel storage. Picture this. It's the aftermath of a hurricane. The power grid is down, and you're left in the dark. Now, imagine you've got a generator, but no fuel. It's just a heavy paperweight without it. Fuel is the lifeblood of many essential machines and vehicles, so it's crucial to store it safely and efficiently. It's also important to remember that different types of fuel have different storage requirements, so do your homework. Moving on, let's talk about tarp and plastic sheeting. When your home or shelter is compromised, these items can be your first line of defense against the elements. A tarp can be used as a makeshift shelter, while plastic sheeting can help insulate and waterproof. They're lightweight, versatile, and absolutely essential in a crisis. Next, let's explore the world of navigation tools. In a crisis, familiar terrain can quickly become unfamiliar. Maps, compasses, and GPS devices can guide you through the unknown. And remember, these tools are only as good as your ability to use them. So brush up on your map reading and compass skills now, rather than later. Now, let's turn the page to books on survival and skills. Knowledge is power, especially when the internet and other sources of information may be unavailable. A well-rounded library of survival books can provide you with the skills you need to survive, from building shelters to identifying edible plants. These books are your secret weapon, so choose wisely. Lastly, we're going to shine a light on portable power sources. When the power grid is down, a portable power source can be a lifeline. Solar chargers, power banks, and generators can keep your essential devices charged and ready to go. Remember, these devices are only as good as their power source, so consider renewable options like solar. Knowledge is power, and these items can help you navigate through any crisis. By planning and preparing now, you can ensure that you're ready to face whatever comes your way. So, keep these items in mind as you continue to build your stockpile. You won't regret it. As we near the end of our list, let's look at cash reserves. Now, it's no secret that in a crisis scenario, our regular banking systems may become unreliable. ATMs might run dry or electronic transactions might falter. In such situations, having cash reserves on hand can prove to be a strategic move. It ensures you have the means to acquire necessary goods or services when digital methods fail. The final item on our list is something that often gets overlooked: entertainment and comfort items. Yes, survival is the priority, but maintaining our mental well-being during stressful times is equally crucial. Books, games, or any comfort items can provide a psychological break from the harsh realities of a crisis. They can help keep morale high and offer a sense of normalcy in an otherwise abnormal situation. It's important to remember that prepping is not just about surviving, but also about preserving the quality of life as much as possible. So don't forget to include a few items that bring you joy and comfort. And there you have it, 22 priceless items to stockpile. This list is of course not exhaustive, but it offers a solid start. It's crucial to tailor your own stockpile to your specific needs and circumstances. Remember, preparedness today ensures survival tomorrow. Until next time, stay safe, stay prepared.